All right, welcome in, Chuckleheads. It's your boy Jay Berg and my guy
Colton Drake.
Yeah, that's right. Episode 7 already
Crushing it.
of Stand Up Snobs podcast, the greatest podcast filmed in my mom's basement. You guys, this week, first of all, how you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you?
Pretty damn good. We got Christmas coming up. You excited about it?
Yeah, as excited as it can be.
Yeah, dude, you're back to work. Johnny Marinara is gonna get a catnip or some shit for.
Yeah. Well, see, this week I usually say that I'm a Jehovah's Witness now, so I don't have to buy presents.
Just for the week?
Just for the week.
You convert for 1 week every December?
Yeah, and it cuts my presents giving down. So it's
Nice.
a great move.
Oh, and happy anniversary to you and your wife, Bev.
Thank you.
How many
Yes.
years is that last week?
Well, it depends on if you ask her, you ask me. Say it's been around 7. She says it's been 4 exactly. So
You say it's been around 7, and she says 4 exactly.
yeah, I
You
don't
have
know
a
when she
date when you
counts.
actually got married, though, right?
Yeah, that's what she wants to go off of.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Why would you think that? It's obviously whatever random date you picked in the past.
Yeah, well, I mean, when we kissed or whatever, I don't know, something romantic, you know. What I
But
mean?
wait, that was also in December? You only kiss on your anniversaries or what?
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. No,
Other than that, it's just double DP all day long.
1818 is our anniversary. Where it was like, oh, we started dating. You know, what I mean?
That's your dating
8/18/18.
anniversary? 8/18.
8/18/18.
So definitely not last week. Was your anniversary? for that
no,
one?
yeah, no, that's
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Merry Christmas to you. All that
Thank
kind of
you.
stuff.
Merry Christmas to
Merry
you.
Christmas to all our listeners out there, man. Hope you all have a great holiday and a safe holiday and all that stuff.
Is Quincy getting a present?
I don't give Quincy, dude. He's so spoiled. I don't give him actual presents, dude.
Nice,
No,
sweet, dude.
I give him nothing.
Cool,
He
dude.
gets the same treat he gets every day, dude. He gets
be with you.
He gets a homemade breakfast every morning. Okay.
What?
Yeah, I'm not messing around.
What do you make him?
3 days a week, I make him 1 egg, a tablespoon of pumpkin, and a tablespoon of Greek yogurt, and then a fish oil capsule.
Whoa, health.
But that's 3 days a week. He gets an egg, and the other 4 he doesn't get an egg.
That's
Because dude,
awesome.
I was doing it every week, and Doc's like, dude, he's getting way too fat.
His cholesterol
His
starts
cholesterol's
jumping
like
up.
through the. He's got to be on hypertension medicine and like whatever that, like lipid control stuff.
You're like, yeah, but his omega-3s are amazing.
Dude, so good. He's like, yeah, you got fatty acid all over the place, man. Any gigs last week?
Yeah, I did a show on Thursday in Hayden,
Right.
and that was it was an ugly sweater show at Moose Lounge North.
Moose Lounge North.
Yeah, I got to do 15 minutes out there. It was
Hell yeah.
great time. I had a
Nice.
freaking
Very
blast.
nice. Laura put that one on, right?
Yeah, Laura
Nice.
Branning put that on. It was great.
And you had Charles out there.
Charles was out there.
Adigici.
Chris Adigici.
Chris Jessup, Adigici, Graylo. I don't know how to say his last name.
Oh, Adigici's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Right on.
J. Don Vaughn.
Jed Vaughn. You just dead named him, sort of. or slave named or whatever it is. I don't know what
Whoa!
it's
All
called.
right.
I think that's what he calls it, his slave name or whatever. But whatever, we can do that. You wore his do-rag once, so you can say whatever.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
fun.
You get the do-rag on, you're good.
Right, absolutely. And then you did that one, and then you had another gig.
Yep.
Up in Newport.
I did a gig in Newport featuring
Right.
for Phil Kopp, and that was a clean show.
Yeah.
Not my
Not your best effort.
favorite set.
Right on.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Yep, just basically made me aware that I need to work on my clean stuff.
Yeah, sometimes
So,
that happens.
Here we are. I didn't do a good job either calling it out.
Yeah.
I was like,
Shouldn't have done
these
that.
are clean. This is clean jokes.
Jeez, Colton.
Mistakes are made.
I hosted all weekend for Steve Ranazisi at the Spokane Comedy Club. It was great. It was a lot of fun. All the shows were awesome. Usually I find that there's at least one weekend show that's really weird, but all of them were just awesome. Great crowds, pretty full almost the entire weekend.
Killer.
I mean, pretty full the entire weekend, I should say.
Killer.
And then
Did you have
check out
one?
the feature that was Maxie Wittrak. She's great, wonderful person, funny lady out of LA. She's great, so check her out.
What's her name again?
Maxie Wittrak.
Wittrak?
Wittrak, yeah.
Okay.
Witrak. It's pronounced witch rack though. So
Cool.
I screwed it up one time, but she was okay. She didn't punch me or anything.
Did you have? I know when you host like 5 shows in a row like that, you'll have one show that like really stands out as far as like how you feel like it was a great set. You know what I mean?
I did different parts of it good at different times. When the owners were there, I had my worst set. That's the only one that's for sure
Damn.
the true. I definitely had. I mean, it's still fine. It just wasn't.
Yeah.
I didn't get the pops that I got on the other set. So
Yeah.
I'd say 4 out of 5. I was like at 8 out of 10.
I bet the owners feel like that all the time.
Yeah, and then the one that they were there was probably 6.5. It was fine, but it was, and they've seen me enough times that I'm not going to move the needle too much with them.
Right.
They already think I am what you know what I mean? Like, unless
Yeah.
I just blow them out of the water or unless I just totally eat it.
Yeah, or curse a whole bunch and
Yeah. Yeah, but that was great. I'm glad they gave me the time and all that. That was fun to do 5 host sets over the weekend.
Hell yeah,
the
man.
host stuff I crushed, though. I did really well on the host stuff.
nice.
Getting all the announcements done and everything. You guys don't care about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you
I
didn't
care.
come here for that.
I care.
They came here for
wanna
our
hear.
intro or our critique of Ilana Glazer. Ilana Glazer is just hey, well, let's let her just pop in and we'll just listen to the
Yeah, let's let Ilana tell it.
listen to the old trailer pants. All right, here's Ilana Glazer. This is her special is called Human Magic. Here we go.
I've been having a magical experience as a parent, and that magic for me began at conception. I had never done it to completion with secretion because I never went on birth control. My poorly straightened hair and commitment to jazz band was doing all the work for me. My doctor said, I think you're in labor. So I go to the hospital, I had this baby. And when she laid on my chest, I said those 3 magic words. Holy human magic! I was like, you are magic, I am magic, we are magic. I said to my husband, you witnessed magic, you are so lucky. It was us, girl!
And that was the trailer to Ilana Glazer's special Human Magic on Hulu. Just came out last week. We are reviewing it today. Give you a little intro on Ilana Glazer. Best known probably as the co-creator of Broad City, very popular comedy show. I never seen it. You see it?
Nope.
No, I never seen it. I've heard it's great, and I'm sure it is. I just haven't seen it. Born and raised in Long Island. This is her second stand-up comedy video special. The first was The Planet is Burning, and that was released in 2020 in Houston. This one she did in Toronto, which I thought was interesting. Yeah, but let's get into it. Overall impressions. What do you think?
It was my favorite.
What's that noise?
That's how I feel. I mean, it was all right. It was.
right.
I know, like we were talking a little bit before the pod. Like you said, it's not for you.
Sure.
I felt the same way. It's not necessarily for me, but at the same time, not great. I feel like the first maybe like 15 minutes were really not it for me. I feel like it got better after the
I
beginning.
can see that. She started out, we've been talking about this a lot. She started out with a traditional entrance where they're like, ladies and gentlemen, Ilana Glazer.
I like that part.
Yeah, that's fun.
What a highlight.
What a highlight when they introduce her. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Here's how I felt about it. Overall impression. When I listened to it the first time, I did not like it. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to listen to it again because I always do, 2 run-throughs. I did like it a lot more the second time. Like, I appreciated it more, but it's like I was saying, it's just not my kind of comedy. A lot of motherhood stuff, a lot of like
Motherhood.
her relationship with her mother. I just couldn't get into it. And like, it's probably the same way that like the random, like there's not a lot of single women at Shane Gillis, like stand-up specials and like tapings or like Bill Burr or like any of those bro dudes. Because the comedy's really not for them. So it's fair, it's fair.
I'll tell you what I didn't like about it.
Yeah.
For one, it was a lot of rhymes, dude. She
She
do
did a
so
lot of
many
weird
rhymes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, stop it. I don't know what you think. You're not a rapper, dude. You don't have to do this.
Was she okay? So I have a question about that part. So there's several times throughout the special, she will say a punchline, and then immediately follow it with like a sort of like a song, like a part of a song.
Yeah.
Were any of those songs actual songs? Because I wouldn't have recognized them because I don't really follow.
Not that I noticed.
Okay.
She did have a nice singing voice.
Sure.
That's a pro.
Well, she won a Tony. She won a Tony
What is-
as a producer though. I don't know if she was an actor or
Damn.
whatever, but yeah.
yeah.
But she won a Tony. So that's pretty sick.
Yeah, Broad City.
Yeah, she sings. So here's something that happened in the special. She sings a lot, like just a line, just a quick line or two. I hated it. I hated that.
The sing part?
Yeah. However, you know
more
who
mad at the
didn't hate
rhymes.
it? The audience loved it. Every time she did anything like that, it was super theatrical. Just everything she did was very theatrical. Her act outs were very like dancey and like sort of like play-ish, right? And they loved it every time. That was their favorite part. And it was the part I was like, that is just not it for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. So that was our overall impressions. You want to talk about? I mean, we can keep going. We can go. Keep
Well,
going. We got some other things.
Here's
to
the
talk
thing.
about,
I watched
sure.
it with my wife,
Yeah.
and she enjoyed it. She was like,
See, there you go.
yeah, she's like, oh, I liked it. I liked it. A lot of stories. Stories were cool. To me, it didn't seem that punchy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you were talking about me, it's just not. It's not the same kind of comedy style that.
Yeah. I have a
we
theory
like.
on why it wasn't that punchy. Because she's a sitcom writer. She's like a TV writer, and she wrote it like sort of like a sitcom, where there was a lot of like these setups. They're not really long, but they're pretty long. But she'll put a lot of information in the front end, and then she'll try to tag it, like do a punchline, and then tag it using that past information. But
Yeah.
it's just she pauses almost too much when she does that.
Yeah. Well, it's because she's following it with a laugh track.
Oh,
Oh, so all those laughs you heard, not
that's not a
real.
laugh track.
It's not
If
real.
it
It's
was a laugh track, they would have put in more laughs. That's what I'm gonna say. I mean, seriously, it wasn't like she wasn't getting huge laughs. She was getting, except for whenever she said anything related to being a woman, and then like 18 women in the audience would shriek, and that drives me absolutely bonkers, dude. I hate the random like, hey, look at me, I'm gonna scream, make sure everybody hears me. You know what I mean? Because that's
Right.
what it felt like to me. It felt like there were a lot of look at me people in the audience.
Right.
Like she'd say anything about like being a woman's heart or whatever. Woo! You know
I
what
felt like
mean?
that was a lot of the special. A lot of the
was kinda a lot of
special was like, look at me, look at how awesome I am. I had bigger
Yeah.
tits than my mom when I was
Yeah.
in 5th grade. She basically
a
did
lot of
what
that.
you were saying Dane Cook
Yeah.
did with how he would like talk himself up, but
Yeah.
like try not to make it sound like that. She did that the whole time.
You think so? I thought there were a couple.
No, she didn't self-deprecate at all. It was
I'm
more
trying to
just
think
like,
an example, but I didn't notice it as much as I did. Probably said staring at her huge fun bags. I didn't understand why she said she had such big. I mean, she didn't.
no,
She had. I mean, I'm not saying
bigger
she
than
doesn't.
well, she said in 5th grade. It's just
Yeah.
still a weird thing
It is
to
a weird
say.
thing. It is a little bit weird thing to say.
Yeah.
Say your,
Oh, let's all think about your tits when you were
your
in 5th
knockers
grade.
are bigger than your mom's when you're in 5th grade. I'm like, all right.
Why are you telling us that? Who was that for?
And then she did that. She did one line where she's talking about like men guiding her through a door with
Yeah.
like on the small of her back with their hand.
Yeah.
After she grew breasts,
Yeah.
and it was very intentional to be like, oh, men are kind of dirty, but then she immediately will pull back from that and tell, oh, I have a straight husband.
Oh, no,
Like,
she
you know
pulled
what I mean?
back and she was like, "Oh, I miss that actually." Now they quit doing it this year.
Yeah.
And now and then she did that act out where she's like trying, like kind of begging for somebody to touch
Yeah.
the lower of her back, which I thought I didn't like that. I didn't like
Yeah.
that act out. We're going too long on a joke that's not that good.
That's true.
That's
I
how
agree with
I
you.
felt about that one.
Two cis white males talking about, well, sort of white. You're 3/4 white, but talking about,
Oh yeah.
punching down. That's what we're doing. We're punching down.
I'm not punching down. I'm punching up.
That's absolutely totally
Cis
true.
males are down right now.
Actually, saying that we're punching down is the part that's punching down. Because she's way more popular and successful than we
Yeah.
are. Like, punching down.
1.4 million followers.
Is that what she has?
Yeah.
Crushing it, dude.
Something like that. I
That's
think
like
that's what it was.
A few more than me.
Yeah.
It's like
You're
even
right
several.
there.
I'd say
It's
several more. Like I mentioned very theatrical. Didn't really love that part. It's not the second time I listened to it though, I did definitely appreciate she can write. Clearly she knows how to write. There are a lot of through lines to between. It was a chronology to the set. It made sense.
Yeah.
The
Her
order she did everything.
And her transitions, I thought, were really good.
Yeah.
They were really smooth transitions from joke to joke. You couldn't even really tell. Like, I thought she did that awesome.
And most of the special, has to do with her relating to her new daughter, right? In some way, either before they were born, and then when they're, and then when they go on vacation, or like how she feels about her, how she gets more anxiety around her, and like that kind of thing, and how she smokes weed around her. Yeah.
Right. That human, I don't know. I thought that human magic joke too, which is what she named the special off of. Didn't like that joke.
I did not. I thought that was an interesting part of the trailer. I didn't get it, and then I was like, oh, I'll get it when I watch the special. And I guess I get it, like, but I also don't think it's funny or like original, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
Like the idea that you think you created magic, right? Is is basically trope for a female comic at this point.
Yeah,
or trope. I don't know what the word is.
Trope sounds right.
Is a trope. Trite? I don't know, dude. We've already established our vocabulary is horrible.
She has
not
a
like
Tony,
Dane
that's
Cook,
what we know.
because you love Dane Cook's
Dude,
vocabulary.
it's insufferable how.
Oh, insufferable! He comes in from the top rope. All right, let's stop bagging on her for a little bit, because again, it just wasn't. I mean, it's not for us. Like we it's not for us.
They're
it's
not
for
like
us.
She's not like us.
All right, let's talk fashionista, buddy. What do you think of the outfit?
Fashionista, I like the outfit. I will say I really liked her hairdo. I thought her hair was really cool with the little curls or whatever she had.
So she had she had like sort of like, it was just the center part with like curly hair on the sides.
Yeah,
right?
it was like poofed out on the sides, almost like a bob but poofy.
Okay, I don't. I think I know what a bob is, but I'm not totally sure.
Yeah, that's basically.
But in any
what
case, you think a lot looked good. Thought her hair looked good.
I thought her hair looked really good.
looked fine.
I mean, she looked cute. She's
cute.
She kind of dressed slutty. For
But, like,
sure,
elegant-y
she knew
slutty,
she
right?
knew
Like-
she was dressing slutty, right?
Yeah, elegant slutty though.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Sure.
yeah.
Super
She
elegant.
had her dress was off of her shoulders,
Right.
and really her dress was really high off of her off her legs.
It was like it was a skirt, right?
Basically, it's
But I don't know-
unacceptable for a lady.
Like, no, you got to wear jeans, dude. This is stand up.
Yeah, you have to wear a black T-shirt and jeans, and be a guy. It's very important.
And then she mentioned like not having nipple covers. I could not see.
Yeah, I didn't even know what she was.
She's like, oh, I should have worn nipple covers, and I was like, I don't
I
see your
mean,
nipples.
if was she, because her kid's still like 2 years old, is she's still lactating? Maybe, maybe that's what she was talking about. I have no idea.
Oh, she was gonna like seep through.
Maybe.
Oh,
Dude, see, this is how little we understand what she was talking about. We don't know.
I thought she was saying because like her nipples are so exposed and they're poking out.
Maybe that is what she's saying. I definitely am not going to argue that I know what the hell is going on, because I didn't.
Right.
That was like her first line, or like
Yes,
right up
that
there.
was her first joke.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know if that's a joke. Should have worn
Yeah.
nipple covers. That's the kind of jokes we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it was a
kidding.
lot of.
Ilana.
Dude, it's a lot of stuff that, like, I think kills in a female centric crowd. Like, I really do think, and there are enough specials with guys talking about their dicks that you can have a few. You can have a few vag specials. I'm cool with it.
Yeah. I mean,
just,
it was a dirty special.
It was dirty.
Like I'd say
She said
90% of it
She
was
said
dirty.
pussy a lot.
It was dirty.
Yeah, it was pretty dirty.
Which I mean, I like that.
Yeah,
I mean, you know what I mean? That's,
Yeah, you
that's
love
what I
that
do
shit.
like. Yeah.
I
But
love that dirtiness.
I did like the reference to Brazzers.
Yeah,
She makes a porn reference to
before we do
Brazzers.
that, so let's just
Sorry.
close the door on the fashionista. You liked
Oh.
it. You liked what she was
Fashionista.
wearing, but you thought it was a little bit too slutty, or you just thought it was slutty?
No, I just thought it was kind of slutty.
Kind of slutty.
Yeah, and she was wearing black, and her hair looked
I thought
good.
she looked
She
nice.
looked cute. I have in here in my notes, not that hot. Probably shouldn't have put that there, but
Dude, it's so funny because like that's probably. Let's just pretend she listens to this special or to this podcast episode. All the stuff we just said, she'd probably fly right by. And just the idea that like you're like grading her on her looks, I bet she would be pissed about. Because I mean,
well, that's what I had. But I was kind of drunk when I watched it, so I'm going to take that part back. She was kind of hot,
dude.
You didn't even believe that when I said it, huh?
No, I think she's hot. I think she's very.
Yeah,
good
she was.
looking.
She's cute.
I
she's a cute
also,
gal. Cute
I
broad.
also don't think cute broad, cute dame.
Broad City. bitch.
Yeah. I also think you wouldn't be talking about how hot she is if she was a man is absolutely true.
I don't know, man. Didn't we talk about how hot Dane Cook was?
No.
Yes, we did. Yeah, we did.
Did I say he was
And we
hot?
talked about how hot Anthony Jeselnik
we
is.
talked about
I feel
what
like we're
they-
giving a fair assessment on
All
hotness.
right. All right. Maybe I'm just being overly woke here. I don't think so though.
Yeah, you're so woke. I mean, I didn't say anything bad.
No,
That's
that's
just
not-
what my notes say.
Now you're gonna hide behind the fact that it was just I'm just reading my notes. It's your-
I didn't say that.
It's
My
your,
notes
it's
said
your
that.
eugenics manifesto. You're like, it's just what's written down, man. It's not.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's not
have
even my
any
words
merit.
at this point. All right.
So,
all right, so
solid.
yeah,
I thought she
what
did a
you
good
liked-
job. I thought
okay,
she had a good fashion.
Right.
Good fashionista. She was trying to look like a slut. She fucking nailed it.
You told me, but you started before I interrupted you. You started in on the joke. Is that your favorite joke?
The Brazzers
The
one?
Brazzers joke?
No,
Okay.
I just liked it. Well, and my wife was like, "What is that?" And I was like, look at you, you good soul."
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the joke is that she did an Airbnb in Florida, and it was and she was worried about it not being clean. It was very, very clean, and then she started noticing these weird peculiarities, like the couch was like low, like more of a bench than a couch, and then like there was a pawn. There was like a chess set out with like oversized pieces.
Did you get that one?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
My dumb ass. I was like, "What is she talking about?"
Oh no! I didn't get it until she pulled the poster off the Brazzers thing, and then I'm like, she's gonna make a callback to that, but I didn't.
With the chess piece though, you got the chess piece pawn part. That was like a butt plug or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't get it when she first talked about the chess piece, but as soon as she said Brazzers, I was like, oh, she's gonna make a callback to the chair or to the bench and then to the pawn. The way she did that, I thought was really funny though. Flared at the base. Yeah, we can keep that one out, like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Anyways.
okay. As much as I've kind of been shitting on it so far, there was some jokes that were like really expert. I thought,
Sure.
that were really obviously good. She obviously knows how to do what she's doing.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was like one of your favorites, or that was like probably your favorite? Or
That
up
was
there.
that was
It's
one of
up
my.
there.
That was just one of them. One that I liked. I
Yeah,
thought
so
it was just kind of
essentially-
funny because it drives conversation too. Because
Sure.
my wife's like, "What's Brazzers?" and then she explains it.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. I like that.
Yeah. And if you are unfamiliar with this, I mean, we're not going to go in the entire joke bit, but essentially they rented a house that was like rented as
To
an
shoot
Airbnb to
Yeah.
shoot porn in.
Yeah.
That's
And she
essentially
found
the
she
joke.
found a Brazzers sticker underneath a Marilyn Monroe
She had
poster.
and then she had tons of jokes related to it.
Yeah.
And that was probably her best extended. I would say that's her best extended bit of the special. Because I think that went on for probably about 4 minutes, and I think it was generally pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I do like too is how she, like I said, her transitions are really smooth, and it is a lot of stories. Now, whether you're on board with whether you like the story and how she's telling it or not, some of the stories are really engaging and really entertaining to listen to and are funny, and then other ones you're kind of like, oh, okay, I see what you did. You know?
Yeah, and she's, and I think this is the TV writer thing too. She's always breadcrumbing parts that are going to be punchlines later. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like she's bringing in a new
Which is a classic.
sort of a throwaway line. It
Yeah.
seems like a throwaway line,
Yeah.
but then later comes back to it. And she does that. She peppers those in a lot.
classic joke writing trick.
Yeah. So while her setups are pretty long, it's forgivable because she does come back to those all the time.
Right.
I just think I just wanted the punchlines to be stronger when she got to them, honestly. But again, probably because they're just not
and
for me.
they weren't necessarily enunciated either. It was kind of hard to tell what was a punchline and what wasn't.
Oh, like
'Cause
emphasized or enunciated?
yeah,
You mean
yeah.
emphasized or enunciated? Which one?
emphasized.
Got it.
Yeah.
Like,
So
she
that's
sounded like she had marbles in her mouth. I couldn't hear it all.
no, emphasized.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But that's kind of what I noticed. It was
We're gonna
hard to
write
tell.
a vocabulary book, dude.
Totally,
That's
dude.
how we're gonna make our money.
We should. It'd be insufferable. If we're talking about it hyperbolically. Boom.
Oh
Done.
goodness,
Did it.
you look very demure today.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
No, I don't think that's good. Wait, do we ever decide that?
No, it's good, I think.
I thought
If
it was
you-
like
if you think
plain.
it's good, it's
Wasn't
good.
that plain?
That's homely.
Whatever, dude. This is garbage. We're dumping it.
We're dumping this.
All right. So what else did you want to talk about specifically? Is there anything in? Let's see. What was I? I'm looking through my notes. If you have anything, go ahead and jump in.
All right. Man, dude. So I have a lot of. I kind of wrote down a lot of her joke, like what she was doing for jokes.
I'll do my favorite joke of hers.
Yeah, go for it.
My favorite set of jokes, actually, of hers is she makes a bunch of comparisons between. She's like, I don't like men, but I like guys. That
Okay,
one.
you like that
That's
premise.
my favorite joke.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite couple of bits. When she's like,
That was
if
a
you're
good
one of the
premise.
guys, you're probably a woman. If
Yeah.
you're one of the men, you're a suspect. Or like you're you're getting arrested or whatever.
Yes.
Like
Yeah, I like that joke
Yeah.
too. I have that written down.
I thought that was really good. And I also
Clever.
thought like it came into her because she definitely has like a vibe of like, I don't know, to put it pretty bluntly, it's sort of like women are awesome and men are kind of pieces of shit. Like it's, even though she talks about how great her husband is, she talks about it in terms of like, man, I'm so glad I got one of the 3 good dudes in the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? And all these other men, all they do is they're just walking rapists and misogynists and terrible people.
Right.
And
She
I
doesn't
don't
say that.
She doesn't say that at all. But I got the vibe, that kind of vibe
Right.
from her, right?
Right. Hyperbolically, she was saying that.
Yeah,
I see
that's
what
what,
you're
I mean,
saying.
that's what I got, and it's probably, and maybe it's unfair, but that is the vibe that I got. So I thought it was a way for her to the men versus guys thing. I thought it was the best way she did to say like the kind of like the men can be pretty shitty, but then also make it funny, rather
Right.
than
And,
just
and you
kinda-
can get guys on board because then they're like,
For sure.
oh, man, I'm not a man. I'm a guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Even, even though everybody wants to be a man. Like,
For sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I like that bit too.
Okay.
I would not say that was my favorite one though. My favorite bit was her getting fingered by her number 1 fan. That joke was awesome.
That was
Because that turn
pretty
was
funny.
perfect.
Yeah, it was.
It was a perfect turn. The only guys that have, or she's like
Yeah.
the only people that have seen my
Yeah.
whole pussy or whatever is like the love of my life and
The whole
my
undercarriage.
number 1 fan.
Right.
Yeah, I love that joke. That was fantastic.
That was when she's going into the doctor's office and the guy who's about to examine her is like, "Oh, I'm your number 1 fan," and then immediately is examining her, so sees her entire stuff.
Yeah, I think that joke helped me jump back on board for the rest of the special.
Yeah, there were a couple of those times I would say in the special that just about when I was like, "Oh man," then she would hit something pretty good. I'm like, "Oh, okay, I get it." Like I'm back in for a little bit.
In,
Yeah,
logged in, locking in, logged on.
Yeah, I liked it a lot better the second time than I liked it the first time.
Yeah, I think it helped for me just to watch it with Bev to see what she was laughing at.
To be like, to just kind of get her a female perspective.
Yeah, because I'm just hitting my oil pen, drinking beers, and I'm like, not doing it for me. Well, I thought too, like the higher I got, like that helps. You know what I mean? I don't know, like watching specials
Wait.
sober doesn't.
No shit.
Yeah, you get a little bit more stoned. You're
See,
like, oh,
I
you
always
know what?
watch
Now
him
I'm
sober.
back on the same page as this guy.
I'm trying to give everybody the same benefit of the doubt, dude. Or
Oh,
same,
no,
same,
not me,
starting
dude.
point.
If you're if you're somebody I don't know, we're getting high and watching it.
So it
Can't
could be.
rely
Oh, man,
on-
that's you're messing with the control there.
Well,
So then
That's
it's
all
just
right.
like then basically
but
you're
then I could be
ranking-
like, hey, you know what?
that makes sense.
It
Why
made
you
a lot
like
of
Dan
sense.
Cook.
Stoned.
You were ripped when you watched Dan Cook, didn't you? Weren't you?
I don't remember. So probably
So definitely.
didn't hurt. Won't hurt.
My friend Jamila was so mad at you for not eviscerating Dane Cook, and I was like, Jamila, did you even watch the special? And she's like, no. Why would I watch the special? I'm like, then you don't. How could you know?
Yeah, come on, Jamila. I
Oh,
know
no,
she
it
came
was
at me
not
over that
great.
too. She said something to me,
I
and then
know.
she's
I
like,
saw it, it
also
was
you
great.
like Drake and not Kendrick
Oh
or whatever.
god. Oh god. Not the. That's going to be the largest battle anyone's ever seen.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
The Drake versus
I'm
Kendrick
here,
of
dude. I'm
Years.
just taking arrows in the battlefield.
I will defend your giant hog to my grave, Drake.
Yeah, Drake, I got you, buddy.
No problem.
All
dude.
right.
As you pump me full of Toronto wiener.
Whoa, all right. You didn't got to take it that way. Good
Yeah.
I What was that in?
Sweet turn. All right. I don't have a
Is that
lot.
an
I don't have a lot
Ilana
else
Glazer
to
joke?
say about this, to be honest with you. Like I said, just to recap, neither one of us loved it. I thought it was better the second. I appreciate what she does. She's clearly talented.
Some of the act outs I really liked.
Yep.
Some of them I didn't.
I would say 30% of the jokes I liked, and
30% of the jokes. Yeah.
And
I was saying just act outs because she had some act outs that I was like, oh, don't like it. And then I'd see other ones and I was like, ooh, I like that.
I did not like her act outs because I thought they were too like flamboyant and like theatrically.
The
like,
one,
she did
the
a lot
one
of
her
like
being
tippy toes and like weird,
yeah,
like almost like she was like a ballet dancer. Like there was a lot of that. I just did not like that.
Well, she has a joke about how she was depressed or anxious. She's been depressed and anxious since she was like for 37 years. And she's 36 years old. And then she's like, well, even when I was in the womb, I was like, I don't like this out there or whatever.
And you like that one?
I thought that act out was
okay
because it's minimal.
Interesting.
And it's kind of like paints a picture. I liked it. Yep.
I think one of my favorite lines was when she talked about even though this idea has been done before, but the Cookie Monster fighting addiction, like that was it.
Yes.
I love that line. I didn't love the joke, like the whole joke of it, but I really liked the way she said that line.
And that premise for that joke is awesome.
No,
and
that's where I'm not.
You don't like the premise
well,
of that?
because the Cookie Monster being an addict is sort of like it's a joke I've heard a lot.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, like Family Guy did a thing on it. Dave Chappelle did one, I think, in Killing Him Softly. Like, so that's forever ago.
Oh, really?
But you know,
I don't
like people
that.
can have similar jokes, and it definitely wasn't like stolen. I'm not trying to say that, but I just thought.
Well, and
I've
it is
heard
something you kind of come across if you're watching a lot of Sesame Street.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure she came across it. Especially if you're getting stoned
Organically.
and watching Sesame Street. She probably thinks a lot of cool stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when she called Big Bird an old queen, I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
All right. So yeah, we liked it even more than we're saying. Anyway.
Yeah.
But that's
stand-up
the book on Ilana Glazer. We don't need to talk too much about her, but I'm really curious to see what she does next. If she does another special, how she'll do it, because this was very different. If you saw her 2020 special, 2020 special was way different than this one.
I'm curious how long she's been doing stand-up for.
Oh, that's a really good question. I did not look that up. She was born in '87. It looks like she started doing comedy, and she was at the UCB. Is that what they call it? Or whatever. The Upright Citizens Brigade Theater. She was taking classes there in 2006.
Oh, wow.
Then she started doing stand-up and doing improv. See, she seems like an improv person, right?
Yeah, totally.
Like I would say she's, without being pejorative, I would say she's more of an actor than a comic.
Yeah.
But for an actor, that makes her stand up more impressive, to be honest with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, anyway. You know what I mean, the difference of that, right? Like, are you a stand up that does acting, or are you an actor that does stand up?
Well, I'm always curious, too, about if she is in the circles with other stand ups that are doing it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Is she in New York City? Is she going out to open mics 10 times a week? Like, is she living that life? Or not? Is she just kind of going on tour?
Who she's been linked on, I'm just scrolling here. Abby Jacobson's her co-creator. Again, that's like TV writing, right?
Uh-huh.
Amy Poehler, that's more TV writing, right? Uh-huh. And I think just in general, that looks like that's sort of the idea, is that she's more in line with comedy writers than comics, or people who are more known for comedy writing rather than comics.
Right. But I wonder if she still like kind of bounces around in those circles.
Yeah,
like those stand-up groups. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I imagine you would have to, if you're putting out a special. You can't just go like, "Oh, I'm writing a show now. I'm recording a special." You have to be out there grinding those jokes out.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm certain that she has chops in both. Right.
Yeah. She seems like a cool hang. Like,
yeah.
Just from
until she listens to our
act.
podcast, and then she's not going to be that cool of a hang.
Jay was the one that said all that stuff bad about you. I said nothing but good things, Ilana.
I said you were hot. How can you be mad at me?
I said... shit.
Oh, damn. All right.
Well, I wasn't going to say that because I didn't want to disrespect her husband. You know what I mean?
That's the funny part. It's like the disrespect you're worried about is to her husband. That's so... She would love that. You know what I mean? Like, you're just really an extension of your husband, so...
That's Jay, Ilana. It's not.
All right, I'll take the bullet. I don't care. She's not going to listen to this anyway. And if she does, she'll be like, "Wow, I
These
should
guys
never have
love
gotten
me.
married."
These guys love me.
Clearly, we
Yeah.
could have had a thruple or a quadruple with. I mean, if Bev wants to, wants to doggy pile, we can pull it. What am I doing? What am I doing?
What are you doing, Ilana? What, Ilana? You know what? It wasn't bad.
Nope.
It was not a bad special.
Nope.
It was not my favorite special.
Agreed.
Also, I don't feel like it was for me. It was for the ladies
For sure.
out there. The ladies out there getting
100% true.
C-sections or whatever. Like that's.
I mean, we really are tripping over ourselves to make sure that everyone knows that we don't think she doesn't have any talent, but it just wasn't for us. Right?
yeah,
That's the synopsis.
yeah. It was talentless. Exactly what women would like.
Jesus, dude.
Just kidding. God, dude. Are we
No,
having,
no, I'm just
we're having
reacting.
fun. We're having fun.
We're acting. I know. We're having fun. We're having a good
We're
time.
having fun.
All right, let's talk a little bit. Man, Mom was clutch today. Mom came down for Mom's menu today. Let's get the drop.
Drop it.
As soon as I can find it. I'm so bad at finding this damn thing. It's never in the right spot, is it? So-
Drop.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf! Mom, the meatloaf! Fuck!
All right, that is our little drop to indicate it's
meatloaf.
Mom's menu. Mom's menu time. Clutch today. We were getting ready for the podcast. We were talking about how great
we loved
Ilana
it.
Glazer is.
Yeah.
And Mom comes in with this just a simple BLT, couple layers of pepper bacon, big old slice of mater.
Yeah. The meatloaf was a BLT tonight. And
Yeah, and it was great.
it was incredible.
It was exactly what I wanted, to be honest with you. I
was
did not
amazing.
know I wanted that until it came in.
There's
I was
never
like, "This is
enough,
great."
I feel like. When she crushes it, I'm always like, oh, God, I can do one more. You
Oh,
know?
you can do full another BLT, huh?
Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm
probably
a
make it
hungry boy.
Hungry man.
I'm a hungry guy.
So I'm a hungry guy, not a hungry man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom's menu today was the BLT. I probably am not gonna put a recipe.
You guys
in
are
for that
never
one.
going to guess the recipes.
Or
in
maybe
this.
I will, just because it's fun, just because how ridiculous it is. Dude, yeah. Oh, so a lot of people don't know the three main ingredients in a BLT:
What are they? What could they be?
provolone, spinach.
It also is followed with salt and vinegar Lay's potato chips. What?
Oh, they were salt and vinegar. Ugh,
They might not have been salt and vinegar.
they were just regular. I think.
Oh, were
I think they were just regular.
Oh.
Yeah, because I would not have liked them if they were salt and vinegar.
Might be my G. I thought it was salt and vinegar.
Might be my G. Ridiculous. All right, let's move on to the next segment. This
Okay.
is the segment, dude.
Let's do it. What's the next
This is the segment that we started this podcast for. This segment is called How I'm Better. Now, as we're in my mom's basement with our combined less than 1,000 followers, we get to tell successful stand-up comics why we're better than they are and why we should get booked more than they should. Would you like me to go first? You want me to go first? You want?
Let me take the bullet on this one.
Ooh, he's bulleting.
I'll take the bullet.
Okay, this is why Colton Drake thinks he's better, or knows he's better than Miss Ilana Glazer.
All right, Ilana, how I'm better is not every joke of mine is some weird blowjob joke. All right? I don't need to hear about like, oh, kids are magic. First of all, shitty premise. I hate that. And you're going to make it the name of the special? Dumb. I would have done such a better job with that premise probably. And also, like, how about you have a punchline? I feel like it was very hard to tell what you had for punchlines. They kind of weren't there. It was like, ooh, I'm writing a show or something. I hated it. Also, I'm better because I've never been on TV. That ruins people. And obviously, you're a huge proponent of what that looks like. And it's insufferable for me. And that's just me being hyperbolic. So, boom.
That was Colton Drake, crushing vocab, Dane Cook style, right there for his critique of Ilana Glazer and why he's better. All right,
I'm just above it all. You know what I mean?
Ilana Glazer. Here's the problem: you do like a little dance and sing number. You're doing a musical after every single joke. It's ridiculous. You don't have to do like little twiddly toes and then sing 1/3 of a verse of a song no one's ever heard of every time. You already won your Tony. Quit it. You're fine. All right. I saw your earlier special. At least you look like an actual person. This time you're fake. I don't believe you. Why do you hate men so much? Why do you hate men so much? Even your husband, man. Your husband, you talk shit. You say you're being nice, but then you talk shit about it. I don't like it. I don't like it. More of your jokes need to end more quickly so I don't have to watch as much special.
Ooh.
That's what I'm looking for.
Nice.
That's really all I have. I don't know.
Hit it with the last hit.
And it's trash.
There you go.
No.
Awesome.
There, we did Why I'm Better. The very dangerous Why I'm Better.
We're dumping
Ridiculous,
it.
man. We're dumping it. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I might keep it. I don't think I will, but
Watch Jay's follower count just drop.
how can it possibly drop? There's a 0% chance it drops. It actually, you know what?
It might go up.
Absolutely. Everybody listens to all the misogynistic, like, dude, all the Ben Shapiro's people will for sure start following me. Like,
Should have
"That's
tagged
right."
Ben. Should have tagged Ben.
Should have tagged Ben, Uncle Ben. All right, that was Why I'm Better. Next up, Colton, are you ready for This Week in Plumbing?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, once again, this segment is Colton Drake talking about his week in plumbing. It's called very creatively This Week in Plumbing.
Okay, so this week in plumbing, I've been changing out some of my TMPs for water heaters. I've needed to reroute those, so that's something I've been doing, trying to get that prepared for final inspection. All right. What was thought to be, I have apprentices, right? And the other week, I noticed that somebody had backed into a porta potty, like the rear view mirror was like indented into this porta potty. And so, I put it in a group chat with my apprentices, and I was like, "The hell is this?"
Speaking of magic, dude, apprentices. You have apprentices.
Yeah, dude, human magic. And they were all like, "Oh man, I didn't do that. I didn't do that." And they blamed it on the wind. They're like, the windstorm pushed the porta potty
into a porta potty.
Well, like
And then they're like, it was the wind. There's like a fender sticking out of it, like the porta john.
essentially, dude. You
Dude,
should have
that's so
seen the
funny.
mirror of the truck, and like the porta potty was sunk like into the side of it. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't us; it was the wind.
It
Swear
was
to God.
the wind. It was God's wind.
So I believe him.
Wait, it was the wind that took your foot off the brake while
Yeah,
you're
exactly,
vaping.
exactly. So I have this new
Nobody
thing.
got fired this week.
Nobody got fired. Nope. Unfortunate. No.
They're waiting for Christmas. Then they're letting everybody go.
So right now I have this idea that I want to do for my apprentices, where I have to do an apprentice report for them every month, right? On like what they've improved on, like where their abilities or whatever. There's all these questions.
Wait, you have to do like a progress report every week? Or
every month.
Oh,
Yeah, for the union. Yeah.
that's annoying, dude.
Yeah, it's so fun. I've been having a really
Oh,
good time with
you
it.
like it?
Yeah, because anytime they say something I don't like, I'm like, that's a point.
Wait, that's a point? Wait,
Yeah.
you deduct points?
Oh yeah, they better watch their mouth out here.
No, is that what you do though in your report?
Yeah, I'm having a good time with it.
You do it out of 100, or what are you doing?
Well, I mean, it's best out of it depends on the subject. For instance, like learning ability or whatever, it'll be like 1 through 20. 20 is like
Okay.
they're doing amazing. So,
So you're really grading papers at work, essentially?
well, I mean, I like to keep it fresh with them too. I like them to be afraid. So I'm like, what was that? That's a point.
Dude, it's more like you're a kindergarten teacher than a plumber, dude.
So here's the thing. I've been thinking about doing this thing where I go and get like a bunch of banana stickers, right? And then if they do a good job, I give them a
dude.
banana sticker and put them on their hard hat.
Why a banana?
It was in Metalocalypse a long time. It doesn't have to be
Oh.
banana. Honestly, it could be whatever. But,
But you had that was your idea.
the idea is, yeah, a banana sticker would be funny.
Dude,
you're
what
doing
if you
good.
did our logo? Do the Stand Up Stops logo as the
I would
sticker.
do that. I would do that. I needed something for demerits, so that'd be perfect.
Ooh, wait, that's a demerit? We're awesome. Why would that be a demerit? That should be a plus, not a
It is a
minus.
pretty good demerit, though.
It is a pretty good demerit.
Yeah.
You're being snobby about their plumber snobs.
Yeah. So I don't know. I might do that. I might go to Hobby Lobby or Party City or whatever, pick up a gaggle of stickers.
It's really funny, dude.
Well, I used to have this. I had this one apprentice, and we were trying to teach him. His name was Lucas. Shout out to you, Lucas, if you're on here listening. He was a big Pokemon guy, right?
Okay.
Really into Pokemon, and I was trying to like get him to learn code, whatever. And so I'd like teach him something, and then he would forget it. And I'd teach him something, and then he'd forget it. And I was like, dude, this has got to stop. So I got a gang of Pokemon cards, right? Then we did this thing where we would quiz Lucas in the trailer, right? And be like, okay, well, like, what's the maximum of a 2-inch trap arm length?
According to
What's
code.
maximum according to code, right? And then if he got it wrong, I would take like a pair of like pliers and I would hold a Pokemon card, right? And I would just light it on fire right in front of his face. And then if he got the question right, he would get the card. But it
Dude.
was so fun when it came to the holographics and we're asking him a
Because
question.
those are like the more expensive ones.
Yeah,
or
the
whatever?
badass cards.
Oh no, dude.
Yeah. And so he'd be like, oh man, I hope I really do good with this Pikachu. And then fuck it up. And then we just light that shit on fire right in front of him.
That's fantastic, man.
Yeah. Well, I like to think when he goes to pass his journeyman test, he's going to be like, oh man, don't say that.
That
I
one
lost
cost me a Pikachu.
I lost a hydraulic or
I don't know what they're
not
called.
hydraulic. Whatever. I had it earlier.
Sorry, man.
It's okay. But yeah, hyperbolic Pokemon card.
I think he might be overusing the term. Possibly.
Man, probably.
It's possible.
But yeah, that was a fun thing that I had going on for a minute. So I'm trying to bring that back kind of like I'm thinking this banana sticker thing could be fun.
It's kind of great, actually.
Yeah, it's fun. I wanna
Makes
have
you a
fun
good
with them.
boss, to be honest with you.
I know.
probably.
Yeah, I'm a great boss.
Right on. That was This Week in Plumbing. Extended
Week in
version
Plumbing,
with
extended.
some fun stuff.
Some
I
fun
like
stuff.
your motivation tactic there. That's nice.
Dude, it's fun, dude. Getting these little kids
Absolutely.
all jazzed up. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Hit 'em with a
Let's,
song and a dance or something.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, sorry. Just talking
good?
shit. Yep.
Let's keep moving on, man.
Okay.
Follower count. As you know, Colton Drake last week was at 412.
Nice.
And last week, Jay Berg was at 364. Colton, where'd you go?
425.
Dude, 425. 13. A plus 13 for Colton Drake, dude.
Bing bong.
God. And I went up 2.
Nice, dude.
3. Had great shows all weekend. 2 people followed me.
Hell yeah.
And one of them was the feature.
Sick. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. You know who
Counts.
one of them wasn't? The headliner.
Headliner. Yeah. I know. You got to earn those ones.
He was cool. I mean, he was nice and everything, but yeah, he didn't follow me.
Damn it.
So now I hate him. So
Yeah.
whatever.
Dude, fuck that guy.
Whatever, Steve.
I hate him too. I hate him with you.
So if you ever see him traveling, make sure to bomb his plane or whatever.
Man, make him follow Jay. Be like, hey, what the hell?
You must follow. That's a good way to get followers. Bring
Yeah.
a box knife on a plane. Just be like, listen.
Yeah. Break his knees.
They're
get
gonna be
the
like, we don't have
follows."
this plane doesn't have Wi-Fi. Shit, I'm in trouble. All right. So once again, Colton destroys me. So ever since the first week, I beat you the first week, and I've lost every week since then. So I think you're up 6-1 right now.
Nice.
No, not nice. Terrible. Or 5-1. That's what it is.
Well, I like this game.
I hate it so much. All right. Next topic. Who are you listening to, Colton?
I've been listening to a lot of Louis C.K. lately.
Louis C.K. Little
Yeah.
known stand-up. Louis C.K.
Yeah, I know. We're supposed to do this segment
fine.
where it's supposed to be smaller.
No, it can be
comics,
whoever
but-
it is. I mean, dude, I did Josh Johnson. He's huge.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, Jordan Jensen's pretty big too.
yeah,
I
I mean,
guess.
a lot of the ones we're doing are big, and that's fine. Actually, the other guy, the guy I picked.
Yeah, but Louis is like a legend.
Yeah, Louis is gigantic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you heard of this guy, Bill Cosby? He's actually up and comer.
He's really good.
Actually, he's a down and comer.
Man, ladies hate him.
The ladies love him; they just don't know it.
Oh God.
All right. I'm my comic of the week. You should be paying attention to Comedy Cellar guy, funny, does a podcast with Joe List. His name is Renan Hirschberg. Super duper funny. Really like him. He has like a cool joke on Instagram right now about like he wants a balanced news source on the Israel Palestine thing because he's like, you know, essentially the premise is that both sides are extremely slanted, so you can't get anything like real from it. So it's real funny. So check him out.
I'll check that out.
Louis C.K. His you can find him real easy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
If he has Instagram, is he gonna have? I don't even know if he does.
Yep.
And then Renan Hirschberg is Renan Comedy. That's RAANANCOMEDY. So check him out. Super funny. Both of them, obviously, real funny. Gigs. Got any gigs coming up?
Oh, not really. I'm kind of taking a little holiday break.
All right. I am also out for a little while, but I got a gig January 4th, 2025. It's the Quincy Belt Tournament of Champions first semifinal.
Yo.
First semifinal. You might be on that. I don't know yet.
I might be on it.
I haven't decided
Hell yeah.
yet. But yeah, so essentially I run a yearly competition at my venue. The grand prize is $1,250, dude.
Sick.
Yeah. Second place is $500. Third, fourth, and fifth get $250.
Nice.
It's pretty sick. Got people from
That is
all over
sick.
the Northwest, man. Got a couple people from Seattle. one person from Oregon.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a fun time.
Cool.
And that's it. That's all I have for a while, for a little bit here. I'm taking it a little easy. Going to try to work on this podcast, get our numbers up. Thank you guys for listening. By the way, we are definitely trending upward in our listenership, and obviously we know you. We know you have a lot of options when it comes to podcasts. We thank you for choosing Stand Up Snobs.
Very true.
Yeah, just make sure you're listening to us and not Harry and Phil. Harry J. Riley, Philip Kosinski, terrible. This is the way I'm going to get their numbers to go through the roof. If our follower count has shown us anything, it's that whatever I say to do, people are like, do not.
Do the opposite.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you want to check out their podcast, we're thinking about doing a crossover episode with them.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Like us doing their thing and them doing us thing. Again, that's the Bro Dads podcast. Check them out if you are so inclined on Spotify.
Also, if you're in Spokane, try Yaya Brewing.
Oh shit, yeah.
They're
beer sponsor of the day. Good call.
beer sponsor of the day. They're awesome. Beer is great.
Yeah.
It's a cool little new spot here in Spokane, right off of Pines. So check that out.
Are they new?
They're pretty new, I think.
Oh, nice.
I don't think it's that old.
I have it's Muy Delicioso. It's a Mexican style lager, the Yaya Especial. And then you also got their IPA.
They have this really
seller.
Fluffy Puffy Sunshine.
Fluffy Puffy Sunshine IPA.
Yeah, the name just sounds good.
Right on. So yeah, check out if you're in the area, check out Yaya Brewing. I forgot about that. Thanks for remembering that.
Hell yeah.
And then so that's it for us for
Tonight.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that stuff.
All right, Christmas.
Make sure to enjoy yourselves. Take a little bit of time off.
Yeah.
Keep pumping our numbers up. We really appreciate that. If you enjoyed it, tell your friends, all that kind of stuff. Like, review, follow, all that stuff.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And we know that we can't do anything unless people are listening to her. So if you have a reason, if you have a suggestion or anything, send it to our inbox, standupsnobs@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And we'll do our best to figure it out. That's any suggestion you have, who we should review. If you want me to stop talking, if you want me to do an anti-follower count where we try to get me to 0, we can do anything. I'll get a tattoo on my ass if I get over 1,000 before Colton does.
Come on.
Something like
that. I'm into that.
So that's the episode for today. Next week, big one, dude.
I'm excited.
Next week we have Nate Bargatze. So he's doing a special. It comes out tomorrow. That's Christmas Eve. It's called Your Friend Nate Bargatze, or Bargatze. Excuse me. I always say it wrong because it's spelled that way. But I don't know if you caught his variety show. I did not. He did a couple things. He is absolutely huge. Mm-hmm. He's on the cover of everything. He's hosting SNL every 2 weeks.
That's what happens when you can do clean comedy, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can do clean comedy. Good for you.
Yeah, because you're gonna and you're just an amazing writer.
Yeah.
And stand up. So
totally.
If you have all that, go for it. It's a good idea. He makes pretty decent money. That's my guess.
Sure. He probably does okay.
So that is, again, Your Friend Nate Bargatze. That is on Netflix as of tomorrow, which we're actually as of yesterday by the time this comes out. Want to say happy Christmas, Merry Kwanzaa, all that stuff. And we'll have Nate Bargatze take it out. You take care of yourself, my friend.
You too, buddy.
Anything else to add?
Thanks. Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Bye-bye.
Absolutely. Here we go. Nate Bargatze. Your Friend Nate Bargatze.
But I do my own laundry. One day, I was like driving home, and it popped in my head, and I was like, all right, I'll bring that up. I mean, I didn't bring it up that day. I was like, I'm sure there will be a time where we'll be in some fight, I'll be losing this fight, and then I just I'm like, I do my own laundry. I went to career day for my daughter's school, so I was hoping to sit at a table alone. They put me at a table with a surgeon, which I think they did it on purpose. Almost to show the kids, here's the difference between reading. They asked him, how long do you go to school to be a surgeon? And he's like 54 years or whatever. It's like, and they asked me, they're like, how long to be a comedian? I was like, you're good now, so. Look, finish elementary school, make your parents happy, but then I'd get out and get after it.